Welcome back to Inside City Hall. We're holding a debate between Republican candidates for Congress, Michael Grimm and Michael Allegretti. So let's move on. We're going to give you the opportunity to ask the other a question. Not that there hasn't been, a lot of back and forth already, but since I asked Michael Allegretti the first question at the start of the debate, I'll give you the opportunity to ask him a question now.
Sure. Since the beginning of your campaign, you've flip-flopped on major issues and have made statements that are factually not true. Starting with cap and trade, as when it first came out, you wrote into the New York Times that is a major step forward. Praising the Obama administration, the election of President Obama as a positive development. Even on abortion, we face-to-face were at the Molinari Republican Club when you said abortion was not an important issue and you were neither pro-choice nor pro-life. Now you claim to be pro-life. You put up a television ad that said I just moved to the district and that I faked my resume. Bought my first house in 1994.
Quickly just get to your question.
So why would we trust you? You flip-flopped and you haven't said things that aren't true. Why would the voters in the Republican primary trust you?
Voters in the Republican primary, Michael, would trust me because the facts are on my side and they're not on yours. If you want to talk about policy, you have to actually read a bill to comment on a bill. And if we're talking about a bill like cap and trade, saying something's a major step doesn't mean it's in the right direction or the wrong direction. It's a bad bill.
Even though you were a lobbyist at the time promoting cap and trade, and you said it was a major step for U.S. climate action. Don't shush me. It's a major step for climate action.
Mike,
why is that a
registered lobbyist? You can look up. I'm not.
No, you're not a registered lobbyist. Go to the clerk of the House of Representatives. No one said you were a registered lobbyist.
You just said I'm a lobbyist.
Oh, you said you were a lobbyist.
Your words and your stories are always being mixed together.
Just answer the question. Just answer the question. Was it a positive?
I just did.
It was not a positive step.
I'm against cap and trade, Michael.
You are now.
No.
Not when you first started, when your whole platform was based on green energy. You've completely redefined your platform.
Being in favor of green energy, you claim to own a biofuels company in Texas.
That's right.
Obviously, you think it's a good thing, too. You never
absolutely, but not cap and trade. I was against cap and trade from day one.
So you both say you're against cap and trade.
Yes,
now he does.
But originally, he said.
How about your flip flop on abortion? You said it in front of all of us to my face that it was not an important issue.
That's on film. So go and look at the tape.
And on that point,
you're getting deeper and deeper here.
On that point, what is your position on abortion?
I am pro-life, and like Michael, I believe in exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother.
And that's something that just came up because at the Molinari Republican Club, that's not what you said.
Michael, what I said at the Molinari Republican Club was it's an issue very sensitive to me personally.
And that's why you said you were neither pro-choice nor pro-life. That's what you said.
Come on, Mike.
All right. The people watching this are going to review the YouTube.
Disgraceful.
All right, let's move on. Let me give you the opportunity to ask Michael a question.
It's the same question that everyone in the district, Michael, I've gone to 6,000 homes in the district. Today, especially, people are asking, why did you use the photo?
It's very simple.
Why are you misrepresenting
because I am proud of it. I didn't misrepresent myself. When that photo was taken, I was supposed to wear those ribbons. I'm very proud of my service. And you know what I think? I think that everyone is very proud of my service, and that's why you're attacking a veteran, because my resume is simply too strong for you. I have 21 years.
Your resume is not true,
I have 21 years of a proven track record of leadership.
Michael, this whole thing is a facade.
The fact that I was a special agent of the FBI after my military service proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I had an exemplary military career.
You actually have to show the documents to prove things.
Actually, it's online. All you have to do is look it up. My combat promotion is online. Everything is online.
Don't confuse the issue. When you call me a petulant child, when you say that,
unfortunately, is true.
Michael, when you say that, when you say your commander said you rated it, it doesn't say why you used the photo.
It's very simple.
There's no one here
because I'm very proud of that. I mean, this is the only thing he has right now is to say, why'd you use the photo? Because I'm very proud of my service, and so is everyone else.
But this election is about integrity.
Okay,
and as a former FBI agent, I think I exemplify integrity.
We spent most of the first section talking about this, so I want to move on to another issue. Let me ask
the only issue he has.
Well, let me ask you about another. You brought up abortion. I want to ask you about another social issue, same-sex marriage. I'll start with you, your position on it.
I'm not in favor of same-sex marriage.
Civil unions?
I believe in equal rights for people. I think civil unions could be the path, but not same-sex marriage.
Not same-sex marriage.
No, I do not support same-sex marriage.
Okay. What about immigration? There's been a lot of controversy over the law in Arizona, which is currently being litigated. Do you think a law like that would work in New York?
I think it's a shame that Arizona had to pass that law, But because this Congress abdicated its responsibility in the Constitution, they're forced to. And it's only a matter of time till it moves from Florida, where it's going next, up to New York. So I do support it.
That's one place I have to agree with my primary opponent. The reality is it's disgraceful that the United States has sued Arizona for protecting their citizens. The number one purpose of the government is to keep us safe. And that's why Arizona had to pass their law, because we're not enforcing our own laws. Congress needs to enforce our laws. It's that simple.
Another issue, the mosque, has been a quite controversial issue this summer. Your position on it, do you think that it should be moved? Do you think government has a role in moving it?
I don't think the mosque should be at ground zero. I also don't think it's a legal issue. This is a moral issue. This is an issue of respect. And I struggle to understand why the developers want to build this thing here.
But in terms, and I want to get your position then.
Again, I have to agree, and I've been very outspoken about this mosque. It's not about the First Amendment. It's about right and wrong, and it simply is wrong. It's very disrespectful. As a 9/11 first responder, I can tell you it's a visceral issue, and we need to have understanding if we want to build bridges.
But in opposing it, are you equating all Muslims with terrorists?
Oh, of course not. Absolutely not.
Michael, and that's the problem. When the media starts saying things like that, or anyone starts saying it, I think it confuses the debate more. This is about the 9/11 families. It's about the responders. It's about what New York needs right now, and this is not it.
And that's another reason why I think I speak on point. I'm vehemently opposed to the mosque at Ground Zero, but at the same time, I did risk my life to protect Saudi Arabia and to liberate Kuwait, two Muslim nations. So it's completely wrong to say I'm anti-Muslim because I don't support this mosque. What I support is respect for those who have suffered so much. I mean, I was elbow to elbow with these cops and these firemen. I seen what happened firsthand, and I think we all need to respect that.
And Michael Grimm, you have the support of Sarah Palin in this election. She has been an outspoken opponent of the mosque. Do you think she would make a good president?
I think she'd make a better president than the one we have now.
Why?
Because this president is hell-bent on fundamentally changing the United States in a direction that is the wrong direction. It certainly isn't the way we want to go. I don't believe that we want to be more like Europe. Europe wants to be more like us. That's why we all came here. The out-of-control spending, the lack of leadership, it just goes on and on.
Do you agree with that sentiment, that she'd be a better president than Barack Obama?
I think we'd all be a better president than Barack Obama. Of course I agree with that sentiment. The president, Nancy Pelosi, and most importantly, Mike McMahon are destroying this country and my district.
Now, you mentioned how America's moving more towards Europe. I guess you're referencing the health care bill, which Mike McMahon voted against. If he voted against it, why should he be replaced?
Michael, he hid in the shadows. He didn't have a town hall until October. That is leadership. Have a town hall. Go to the voters when the debate is going on, and don't wait for a pass from your leadership.
And he's right.
Until the 11th
but even
hour.
more importantly, most recently, they put a bill forward to repeal the mandate, and he did not vote. He voted against it. He's voted 93% of the time with Nancy Pelosi. The bottom line is, a vote for Mike McMahon in November is a vote for Nancy Pelosi, and that is in complete conflict with what we need in Staten Island and Brooklyn.
And I thank Michael for bringing that up. I went to the congressman's office and said, if you truly are against this bill, sign this discharge petition. And he dismissed it as political antics. He is not a leader. He has not created jobs. He has not cut the spending. He is crippling our district.
All right, Michael Allegretti, you get the final word. Michael Grimm, Michael Allegretti, thank you for joining us for a spirited debate.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, it's time for a break. When we return, will the military's changing role in Iraq have an effect on November's elections? We'll ask the 4 members of our Friday Reporters Roundtable. Stay with us.